Hey guys, how's it going? I got another cologne review. Not really a review actually, I'm so used to saying that. I have a video today, like a kind of a topic video. And this video was kind of inspired by Sense of South Jersey, which is an amazing cologne channel. I suggest you all check that out. I will leave the link to his channel in the description. He's just a great channel. Check that out. He made a video basically saying 3 must-have colognes every gentleman should have in their collection. I kind of like that idea, and Pal, if you're watching, I actually, 2 of those colognes I really want to try now because of watching that video, Acqua di Parma Colonia and Dracar Noir by Guy Laroche. Never tried those, so I want to try those out. Anyways, this is 3 colognes that, and I don't even know what to title this video, so I'm not sure what I'm going to title it. I don't know if it's 3 must-have colognes. It's maybe 3 basic colognes that would be great for starting out. 3 great starter colognes. I think that's what the idea is. I know that a lot of people do these kind of videos, like these list videos and stuff. I don't really do them, but I thought this was a great idea. And I do have 3 colognes that I think would be good. Now, one thing I gotta say, and I'm just gonna say it, I know I really shouldn't have to, but these are my colognes. This is my list. This is what I suggest. This doesn't mean these are the 3 greatest starter colognes, all right? Doesn't mean that everybody's gonna love these. This is just my suggestion to you. You know, you can take it to heart if you're starting out in the cologne game. It's something you can, think about if you're somebody who has, a lot of colognes. It's just, oh, that's interesting. I wonder, and then maybe you can tell me what your 3 would be. I would really like that if after this video you left a comment down and told me if you had to do this, what 3 you would choose. Okay, and the reason I wanted to make this is because the 3 that I'm choosing are the first 3 colognes that I ever owned, and I think that was kind of interesting. And I didn't specifically buy these colognes necessarily to be vastly different from themselves, but they are rather different from each other. So my first cologne, and I'm going to try to make this a little quick for you today, my first cologne would be Cool Water by Davidoff. Cool Water is not the greatest performer on the planet. We all know that. But it is a very nice ozonic blue aquatic fragrance. It's very handsome and it's very masculine. It's refreshing and it's fresh. I think it smells very good. It's a little older. I don't think it smells dated at all. It's a little sharper, a little more masculine than what we're used to today, perhaps with aquatics, but I still think it's excellent. It doesn't have good performance. There are probably some aquatics that are cheaper that I would suggest, but that is one that I just would recommend because it is the first cologne I ever owned and I love it. I guess if I'm going to add a little bit of a alternative, I would say perhaps try out Perry Ellis 360 Red, which is basically Acqua di Gio, which is another fantastic floral, sort of slightly sweet aquatic that would be great for summer wear. That is a little more in line with Acqua di Gio Profumo, which is the flanker everybody talks about. Ultra cheap, right? So those 2, I would suggest Cool Water. Now those 2 don't smell alike, but those are just 2 freshies I would suggest. But I would say Cool Water. I think that you can't go wrong with that. Again, not the greatest performance, but whatever. It's very, very cheap. The second one would be more of like a fall kind of cuddle up scent, and that would be Burberry London, which is probably my favorite scent of all time. It smells like pine needles, Christmas tree, kind of spices, wine, tobacco. It's got this sweet fall sort of sense. Everybody says it's fall and Christmas in a bottle. That's basically correct. It's a little sweet, but it also has the tobacco dryness to it, and it has that kind of foresty sort of sense to it. It's just an absolutely fantastic fragrance. It doesn't have amazing performance as well, but here's my cat. It's not as bad as Cool Water. It's okay. And that one too is very inexpensive, $20. You could probably even find it less than $20 for a tester or something like that. So I would absolutely recommend that as a cuddle up scent. I think it's very inoffensive and it smells absolutely gorgeous. Perfect in that weather. And then my last one, and which is the 3rd fragrance I ever bought, is Rochat Man, which is a gourmand. It's a powdery sort of vanilla chocolate caramel sort of gourmand with a little bit of raspberry in there. For whatever you want to use it for, the winter or things like that. Another dirt cheap fragrance. I think I picked up my bottle of Rochat Man for $17 or something like that. Ultra cheap, delicious. People are going to want to smell you because it smells so good. It's not overpowering though. Now, one thing I would say about Rochat Man is that it does have a little bit of a weird opening I'm not a fan of. It's like a lavender bergamot opening that is very contrasting to the gourmand smell you get. And personally, to me, it smells a little bit like cleaning supplies. Although once the gourmand kicks in with that fragrance, it smells awesome. As an alternative for that one, you could try Michael Jordan Legend, which is created by the same perfumer, Maurice Russell, I think his name is. I'm not sure. That one is cheaper and is literally the same scent. I mean, there are very, very little differences in that. They're virtually the same scent. Very minute differences. That one is actually an Eau de Cologne, but I find that it lasts just as long, at least on my skin, as Rochat Man. So that's at least a little bit cheaper alternative. Although none of these are expensive, and you probably could find all these for $20 or less on some sort of discounting website. So those are three pretty contrasting colognes, right? Like you got a nice little base there, maybe $60 to $70 right there you spend, and you got some decent stuff, right? Some three good colognes to get you going with lots of different situations you could use those in. I think those are pretty good. But again, like I said, this is my list, and I did make it just because these were the first three I ever owned. So you tell me what yours would be, and or tell me what your first three were, if you remember. Probably people don't, but tell me what your three would be that you would recommend. I think that's fun. Yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. I hope you're doing well. Peace out. If I can shut this off.